Welcome, everybody. My name is Michael. We'll make this quick. A lot has happened this past week. Hopefully you've been well. It is a new month. New month means new beginnings. And with that, cryptocurrency certainly has a different beginning because, oh boy, did crypto drop. $1.3 billion vanished from the total market caps. If you take a look at the top 20 cryptocurrencies, there's an index for it. That dropped 19%. Ethereum dropped 25%. Bitcoin dropped today 7%, down to levels we haven't seen in a little bit because we were above 100 for, it seemed like, okay, we're on a good streak now, and it would dip a little below and then a little bit above and then a little below, and now we were at the very beginning of the week impacted by macroeconomic events such as DeepSeek, a new company from China that supposedly only had $6 million to work with, and from that they were able to destroy over $1 trillion of value from all the tech companies in America. And the largest hit was Nvidia, which lost its place as number one. It was like 600 billion or whatever. It was craziness because a company that has spent billions of dollars developing AI, ChatGPT, OpenAI, and the other competition was supposedly no match for this new company that came out of nowhere, DeepSeek, and that one only took $6 million to develop, and it was in a fraction of the time, and it's way better supposedly. And there's other Chinese companies as well that are working on AI that's well past where ChatGPT, OpenAI, and some of the others are currently at. And people were afraid, well, this is not great because US and China will now be going into a tariff war, and today the tariff war started where there will be a 25% tariff. It is happening. It is confirmed against Mexico and Canada, where we do over $1 trillion of trading with these two countries. And then China, a bunch of trading as well, 10% tariff. So we will see what the results of this will be. It is something that is rather unprecedented because there were tariffs last time around, a couple of years ago. There's always tariffs, right? But they weren't as crazy as this. We will see what the percentages mean and how the average American will be impacted and the global impact. I mean, it's just the beginning of the year. And also, outside of what's been going on, Jesus, in America, the two plane crashes, and there was a bunch of other plane crashes as well, but two plane crashes that were most in the news were like right after each other. Absolutely terrible. The helicopter crash in DC that took down the commercial flight, first major commercial flight with fatalities since like 2009, because there's been always Cessnas and private jets and small stuff like that and military stuff, but this was crazy. And then you had the Philadelphia crash, absolutely terrible, where they were flying back to Mexico, medevac and all that. But wow, I mean, there's just been a lot of really bad events that happened these past couple days, and the markets have certainly reacted. People have lost money. A ton of market value was taken out. Shorts, people were liquidated. Some people might have gone bust. So Bitcoin, just 2 weeks back, a little over 2 weeks, January 16th, we were almost at 110,000, the all-time high of like 109,320, I believe. We are now pulling back towards $90,000, and some experts believe if that breaks, we may even be sliding down towards $80,000. Now, there's others who are coming out and saying this is a bear trap. This is what happens time and time again, and this is what happened the last cycle around. It falls, and this is the best time to accumulate more. And if this is the case, and it seems like it is, because there's so much positive news that happened to cryptocurrency these past couple of weeks, this past year, and the fact that, yes, Bitcoin was able to break its all-time high of $100,000, but for it to stop just short of 110 and nothing crazy. Yes, we were able to go up tens of thousands of dollars, but it wasn't like, 5x or 4x. It was like, okay, yeah, we doubled. Everything's great, cool, but that's it. Seriously? At least, come on. Bitcoin should hit $150,000 or close to there, 120, 125, 130, somewhere like that. And it's just been going up very slightly. And the altcoin, where has been the altcoin season? People are still not satisfied, and the greed levels have really fallen below 50%. So it actually may be a good time to accumulate Bitcoin, especially if it continues to drop. If we are in this bear trap and then everything goes up to 115, 120, 150, whatever the new heights will be. Well, that's just great. 16% difference from where we were, which is a pretty significant drop. Now, the seasoned Bitcoin investors, this is nothing, because remember, we've seen 30% drops, and that was craziness. And now we're not going to see as much of it unless there's huge events like these, and especially an accumulation of these events in a very short time span. This is nothing, I believe, to be concerned about. Yes, when you log in and you see all the markets completely red, everything's going crazy, and not just cryptocurrency, but huge drops in all of your blue chip stocks and 401k and everything. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? That's just part of the process, I guess. Especially everything is political, everything political impacts economically, and big that we're talking about huge players, America, China, Russia, Canada. This is going to be interesting how it plays out over these next couple of weeks, and especially with artificial intelligence, which is scary how fast this is just going, and I am not prepared for this at all. I am very pro-tech. I am a little bit afraid about what happens, later on down the line if this continues to expand at such a crazy rapid rate. But I think it's cool. Chegg was absolutely destroyed. If you were a student and this company, like $16 billion value wiped off completely, the company's basically going bankrupt. It was a application. A lot of people used it to cheat through school or for, don't take it and whatnot. The purpose for it is basically gone because of Chat GPT. Now all students and a lot of programmers are using it, and as it's getting more advanced, it's able to help out with a lot of really cool stuff. And there's like pro premium versions. Well, people have started using DeepSeek. And again, what's been going on between America and China, these geopolitics, well, it's always been a little controversial for the past couple decades, half century really. It's not been a pretty scene at times, and these major massive impacts will hurt anybody who's not prepared and create a lot of opportunity for those who are shorting the market and they're riding the swings. I'm not a professional. Most of us are professionals. We're not those guys who are making tons of money when everybody's bleeding red. But the safest bet, especially for cryptocurrency, is just dollar cost average Bitcoin and forget about the news. Who cares? Continue to invest. And number one, focus on yourself. Focus on improving your job, which right now, oh man, the job market is probably the worst we've seen it in a long time. And it's just absolutely insane. And that is one potential huge downside to artificial intelligence right now with HR and trying to find a job. Even if you are qualified, you have an awesome resume, you have great experience, you have referrals, it's just insanity. People have sent out thousands of applications and they never even reach human eyes. AI just automatically boop, 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 rejects it, and people are like, what's going on here? But that's a topic for a different video. Anyways, thanks for watching. What are your thoughts? Please let me know. Where do you think Bitcoin will go? Where do you think crypto will go? What will happen these next couple of weeks? There's going to be a lot of big decisions being made, obviously with a new president, and a lot of big changes. With that said, we are here for the long run. We do not care about, Bitcoin dropping a little bit. If you're focused on the way long run, it doesn't matter. Dollar cost average that sucker. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye.